Hey everyone, Rhett Van Scooter here, owner of Van Scooter Insurance Agency. Is your homeowner's claim covered? And in this question, we're specifically referring to your personal property. If you have a claim on your personal property, is it covered? As you can imagine, this is a question that we get a lot. And sometimes it really comes down to the type of coverage that you have for your personal property. I'm going to explain the difference between the two. There is a named perils or cause of loss policy or a comprehensive perils or cause of loss policy. So the question is, what's the difference? So to give you a named perils policy, for example, it's exactly as it sounds. Is they name specifically what is covered in the policy. So you can see here, it's going to cover all the big stuff that you need, and this is just a few of the items that it covers. There's a lot more that it does cover. There's like 19 things, but I wanted to pull out the big ones so people would know, hey, if I have fire or lightning, windstorm, smoke, vandalism, theft, weight of ice or snow, that I'm going to have coverage for the damage to my personal property for that. So it sounds great, right? You think, okay, it's going to cover all the big stuff that I need. So why would I want a comprehensive cause of loss policy? Comprehensive, and again, it's just as it sounds, it's more comprehensive. So it basically says it covers everything except what it excludes. And don't be fooled, the named perils policy, the named cause of loss policy, they have these pretty much same exclusions in there as well. Even though it might not seem like it, insurance companies really try to spell out as clear as they can what's covered and what's not. Um, so here's some examples of the exclusions of this policy: termites, vermin, damage caused by animals that you own, earth movement. People don't realize that earthquake is not covered. You can purchase it by endorsement in some parts of the country where we are able to purchase it. Surface water flooding. That is something, again, you would need a separate policy for that, a flood policy. War or intentional loss. So if you intentionally damage any of your property, it is obviously not covered. So the question we always get is, why do we recommend the comprehensive perils policy? It seems like the named perils policy is pretty broad. It's going to cover everything that I need. There's two examples that I always give people when I'm trying to convince them to go with the broader policy, because it's a little bit more money, not a lot, but you get a lot more coverage with it. So the first example I always give people, and these are real claims that we have had. If lightning strikes your house and fries all your electronics, and it's going to be covered under either policy. And you'll realize in your home, everything is electronic these days. Your refrigerator, your washer, dryer, your light fixtures, your garage door opener, your computers, your TVs, everything, is electronic now. It can be fried by a power surge. So, like I said, if lightning strikes your house and creates a surge and fries everything, either policy is going to cover it. The difference between the two is, so say if lightning struck the transformer down the street, or the case that we had is a car actually drove into the transformer down the street from our insured, created a whole power surge in that neighborhood, fried a lot of the electronics in their home because of that surge. Luckily, they had a comprehensive perils policy, so it covered to replace their washer and dryer, their dishwasher, their refrigerator, their computers, their TVs, their garage door opener. All that was covered because they had a comprehensive policy. If you just had the name perils policy, that would not be covered because it did not happen on your property. So that's one of the big ones. And we've actually had two claims like that, where a power surge off premises is fried electronics. So it's more common than you think. The other one is ice damming. So right now we're in the winter, and I actually had this in one of my homes. Is the ice, builds up on your gutters. You get a warm day, the snow on the roof starts to melt, has no place to go, so it gets pushed back into the house. Now, the damage to the house, the drywall, and the ceilings and the walls and the flooring, that is going to be covered because most homeowners policy has comprehensive coverage on the building. Now, if that water had collected in the ceiling and created a bubble, and then the ceiling collapsed over your furniture, ruining your leather sofa or your antique dining table, um, that would not be covered under a named cause of loss policy for your personal property. It would be covered under the comprehensive cause of loss policy. So, as you can see, uh, two good examples of things that are more common than you think. The ice damming is very common in our area in upstate New York. The lightning or the power surge is less common, but it does happen. And for I would consider a nominal increase to your homeowner's insurance, you want the comprehensive perils coverage for your contents. So I hope this tips helps you down the road and helps provide the coverage that you need. Thanks, everybody.